Hi,
Hello,
hi.
Gali.
Hi,
Hi.
welcome back to Cape Town.
Yes, so nice to be back home,
Yes, yeah, back in heaven again.
back in heaven. I
Yes,
made heaven
yes.
heaven.
You made heaven heaven. Yes, I love it. First of all,
Exactly.
for first of all, for anyone that's on, can you hear us okay? Can you see us okay? I just want to cover sound and we'll
Can
see
you
if
feel us
anyone,
okay?
feel us okay. How do we smell?
Exactly.
Yeah,
No cigars today.
no cigars, great cologne, you know.
Exactly.
All right,
You
we'll see
got
as
it.
as people join. I'm sure that we can. Oh, looking and sounding great from Mika. Excellent. Okay, fantastic. Or maybe
Excellent.
that's
Hi.
Charlene. That could be Charlene. Hi, Charlene. Okay, fantastic. Good. Yes, can see you, and the sound is great. Okay,
Like
fantastic.
that. We like good sound.
Yes,
Hey,
we do.
Anna. Hi,
Hey, hey,
Ahmed.
Anna. Hi, Ahmed. Yes. Yeah, Mika is Charles. Yes, thought so. And Punam is here. Great. By the way, Abba, I can
Yes.
hear myself on your side. There's an echo now.
Okay, good.
Okay. Testing, testing. I think that's better. Okay, great. All right. So we have Margaret here as well, and Punam, and great. All right. Let's kick off with today's subject. And basically, what we're covering is a continuation of last week, which is, yeah, I'm still hearing myself. Sound is good on
You
LinkedIn
hear
from
yourself.
Anissa.
That's
Great. And
good.
Harold. Hi. Okay. Yes. Okay.
You still
Anyway,
hear
either way,
yourself?
a little bit, but I think it's fine. We can push through it.
Okay, great. And you hear me or not?
I hear you perfectly. Yes. Hi,
Okay,
Natasha.
good.
Hi, Eva. Okay. So, quick one. Popular sayings, continuation from last week. And the whole subject here is that there are these things that people say and they kind of live by them. And they're the automatic answer that they give to different life situations. And they've heard it and it sounds beautiful. But slowly and insidiously and in a hidden way, it ruins them, hurts them, and really creates problems. So, we're going to start with one, and I want to hear what you have to say about it. Okay.
Maybe just one word before that.
Yes.
I think that when you have such sayings, when people have such sayings, let me just hold on a second. 1 second. Things somehow messed up here. Give me a second, a second, a second. 1 second.
While no problem, Abba. While we're on hold, the listeners, you guys should definitely send in these popular sayings that you heard or things that you have considered or that you're not sure if it's true or not. Like it sounds good, but is it true? So feel free to write in the chat as we go. And if you have any questions, also let us know.
Okay, so about those popular sayings, the problem with these popular sayings that they are not 100% accurate and they're used as a crutch. The moment that you rely on a saying or on some kind of a set principle, what happens? Something goes wrong in your life, and you say, "Well, okay, that's what it is." So, for example, it's you things going wrong in your life, and you say, "You live and learn," but it's not true. So
You're
you're
right.
adding a lie to the situation, and because you add a lie now, you have a more difficult time to handle the situation because you have an answer. Oh, you live and learn. That's closed the cycle for you, but the cycle is very far from closed. It's actually a
Mm,
disaster. And that's actually the problem.
yeah, that's amazing. Yeah,
Yeah.
100%. I've seen that.
And that's really why is it so important to understand those saying how they are not really correct and what to do about them.
Yes, exactly. No, it's such a great subject because it's endless. There are so many. We won't even hit the
Yes.
tip of the iceberg if we do 10 of these. Yeah, but
Exactly,
that's amazing.
exactly. And
You're right.
and really the key is that they are used as an
Mhm.
answer to situations. And basically the more you rely on those sayings, the less you rely on your observations.
Yeah.
So you don't observe because you have already an answer. So you don't need to observe. You already know, but you don't know.
Hmm.
Are you with me?
Yes, and then it sits there as what, as you said, I like that you said you think it's closed for you, but it's actually like a piece of rotten food that's stuck somewhere that's just becoming stinky
Exactly.
and problematic.
It's
Yeah.
really bad. It's really bad. It actually destroys you because you're adding a lie while you're trying to find the truth.
Mm, yeah, exactly. So here's the first one. Small minds discuss people. Average minds discuss events. Great minds discuss ideas.
It's generally disgusting.
Disgusting. Yeah. Yes.
Okay. Yes. So most people will agree to that. And the idea behind this saying is that the greater your mind is, the better the situation will be. And
Hmm.
it's furthest from the truth. Why? Because your mind is records of all your past, yes?
Yeah.
And when you rely on your past, you don't observe the now. So the
Right.
more you rely on your past, the more it is like you're looking backward and you're driving forward.
Yes.
So actually, the smaller your mind, the more you are. So
Hmm.
you are as great as you don't rely on your mind. A
Hmm.
mind is a crutch. A mind is something that you use because you felt somewhere. So it goes like that. Something happened to you, you put it in your mind, and you say, never again. And from now on, everything that happened, you, instead of just looking, deciding, knowing, what happened is you look at your mind, and if your boss, the mind, tells you that it's okay, then you, the slave, act.
Yeah.
So instead of you being the boss and you don't need mind, you have the data around you, just look and decide. You need experience. And the more experience you have, the less you get, the worse you get. And I know
Hmm.
it's totally counterintuitive, and I know that everyone say, "Well, does he have an experience?" If he has an experience, and if he has an experience, it's wonderful. But if he's operating based on his experience, the guy don't know anything. A guy that have a lot of experience playing guitar, he actually know he does not use his experience. He's just playing. The
Right.
better you get at something, for an external person, for a useless person, he thinks you use your experience. But me and you know that if I'm a professional, I don't use experience, I just know. I don't use
Hmm.
experience to say, you ask me my name. I don't say, well, one moment, I have a lot of experience with my name. Let me check what my experience tell me. It's like
Right.
when you want to know what to do, you don't call your experience to tell you what to do. You just know.
Yeah. You just
Okay?
decide.
Yeah.
Right. Right. 100%. And I think that many people think, but the guy has a lot of experience, which it's, again, I think the additional thing about it is it's great if the person has a lot of experience, but it's not, because what you're really saying is maybe the guy has a lot of results. Fantastic. The guy that has a lot of results doesn't need to check their experience. They just
Yeah.
can teach you because it's natural to
They
them.
know.
They know it so well, like they know their name, so they tell you.
Yeah.
But yeah, go on.
But let's have a look at the comments. I think I saw that there are lots of comments while we were talking.
Yes, let's check it
So I
out.
didn't
So
read.
okay, Anita said, "Practice makes perfect," as in one of the sayings we can discuss.
Yeah.
Ahmed said, "The mind is not the brain, where memories are stored." Okay,
The
we
brain
have
don't
Madame.
hold memories. The brain do not hold memories. It's far
Mhm.
from holding memories.
Yeah, yeah.
It's just not. And it's just a piece of lie. The brain do not hold memories. The brain do not think. The brain do not hold memories. The brain is just a massive switchboard. And I can prove it to you, but maybe in a different time.
Yeah, the next another live stream.
Yes.
Yeah. It would actually be a cool topic. What is the brain? And actually, what is the brain really? Anyway,
Things that you eat
uh,
from from time. Some people like to eat brains.
yeah, cow brain, it can even be a delicacy.
Exactly.
Yeah. Poonam said,
A piece of meat is not what you are or what you think, because yeah, never, not right now. It's a different topic.
100%. Yeah, you're going to get heated up on the subject and dive in.
Yes.
Uh, Poonam said, "Wow, love it. Great minds discuss ideas." Well, let's see. We're gonna finish breaking that down. Um, and Natasha said, "Wow." And Natasha said, "Fight fire with fire, but you actually fight fire with water." And yes, and Ahmed said, "Practice makes perfect." That's another one that we can discuss. Okay. So, and then Poonam said, "Wow, I don't need my insane mind." Exactly. So when you hear this thing of small minds discuss this, great minds discuss ideas. So, what you're actually saying is it has nothing to do with the mind. A great mind is
No,
basically a great.
it has to do with the mind, that a great mind actually
Mhm.
destroy you. Let
Right.
me draw that. I think I should draw it so it will actually make sense. How about that?
Mhm. Yeah, let's do
Okay.
it.
Okay, so let's do that. So let me do that. Okay.
Yeah.
So uh, this is where you are born. Okay. This is the
Hmm.
beginning. Okay.
Yeah. By the way,
And this
if
is
you
time.
want, you can take away my image so you have the full screen so it doesn't cut you off.
Yes, let's take away your image.
Yeah, my image. There we go.
Here we go.
Perfect.
I took away your image.
Ah,
Okay, so this is the moment where you are born. Okay, you born
mm,
here, and as you from the moment that you're born, you start to collect experience. Okay, you collect
mhm.
experience, and the interesting things about this experience is that for every piece of experience, there is a prior cause. So this thing has been created by this thing. And
Yes.
this thing also affected that thing, and that thing affected that thing. And there's always a connection like that. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
And this is what people consider now. Okay.
Hmm. Hmm.
Now, all of this thing, all of it from the beginning to the end has been created by you.
Yeah.
So this is you, and you start to put out all of these memories, all of these pictures in your mind. And what happens is that the more pictures you have, the further you are from you. So you can say that all of these red things is what hides you from you.
Hmm. Yes.
So the further you get up to the day that you die, the day that you die, you are so much away from you. You are so much away from now that you actually live this thing, which is the physical universe.
Hmm.
And at the moment of a wow, when you just know what happened, you just become you for a moment. At the moment of emergency, you can do amazing things because you skip all your experience. When you have an emergency, you don't say, well, let me see what my experience tell me. What should I do? Is it dangerous? No, you just know. You skip all of that. You just delete all of that and you become you for a second.
Hmm.
So you can say that your only that present time is before the beginning. This is the beginning, and present
Hmm.
time is before the beginning.
Yeah.
And your experience is a gradient scale of hiding you from you.
Yes. Yes.
So the more mind you have, the greater is the mind, the worse you are.
Yeah.
The more mind you have, the less of you you have.
Hmm.
Do you understand? So in order
Yeah.
to act, the actual saying should be, the smaller the mind, the more you are.
Yes.
So small minds expose you, and you, regardless of who you are, is always great. So there is no level of spirits, level of people, good people, small people, big people, great people. No, there is you. And when you are there, everything, everything is just totally amazing.
Yeah.
Are you with me?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I love that.
So there is not basically the whole saying is basically, first of all, there is different level of spirits. No,
Mhm.
you are perfect. Whoever you are perfect, and anything that is not perfect is actually your mind. Your mind is what makes you not you.
Mm.
Your mind is what makes you more you, and you will see that the older you get, the worse your behavior. You don't
Yeah.
live and learn because everyone will just improve and improve and improve. No, the more you live, the more mind you have, the worse you get.
Yes.
So there
Yes.
is a few nuances in this saying. Number one, there is a hidden thing that says that spirits are not perfect, which is like
Mhm.
spirits are perfect. What makes them seems not perfect is the mind, is the experience. So
Mhm.
if you remove this thing, this thing that you put around yourself, this facade, this uh, clothes or other skin that you put on yourself, and you actually become you, you will see that you cannot be anything but perfect. You, the
Yes.
spirit, cannot do anything but perfect. How do I know? Because when you do something wrong, no one need to tell you that it's wrong. You don't need a
Mhm.
police or a judge or your wife to tell you that it's wrong. You know
Right.
it's wrong. Yes.
Yes. Yes. Of
Even
course.
before you got married, you know that it was wrong. Yes.
Yeah. Exactly. Exactly. 100%. That's amazing. Okay. So that covers that one. And I see that one of the big things that people are saying here is another saying. And how do you feel about this one? Which is practice makes perfect.
Yes. Okay. So practice makes robots.
Okay. Okay.
Practice makes robots.
Okay. What do you mean?
So if I practice how to dance, I will practice and practice and practice, and I will do amazing things as a dancer, but I will be limited because I don't understand.
Hmm.
Okay. So practice that done uh, together with that is aim to bring an understanding, and that's done from an understanding, do not make perfect, makes you. So what
Which
does
is
it mean?
perfect. No.
Practice is a process of you first understand something. First, you really have to understand.
Hmm.
Then you prove to yourself that it's correct. Then a piece of fake reality get deleted, and then you become perfect. So perfection is done by removing lies, not by adding more and more practice, because just practice is adding a lie. It's saying, look, the body knows and I don't. So let me get some muscle memory.
Hmm.
So now you are locked in a jail that you have to do that. You do that by muscle memory.
Right.
Muscle memory is stupid.
Yes.
Knowingness is amazing.
Hmm.
So
Yes.
yes,
Got
you
it.
need to practice. You need to practice, but it does not make perfect. Knowingness makes you you, and you are perfect. So when you know how to play guitar, it's beautiful. But if I just play guitar, and I know a lot of people that play guitar, they never learn the theory behind it. They don't really understand, but they know how to play guitar. Useless.
Hmm.
Without the knowledge, without somehow removing the fake reality. And the knowledge, I don't mean something that you need to add. I don't mean that you actually need to go to a school and get it, but you need to find the key principles. So I dance, and from day one, I always look for the laws of dancings.
Hmm.
I don't dance, and most of the people dance because they like the movement and they like to go to social dancing. And I like dancing because I like to learn dancing. And everyone tell me, oh, but why don't you go and dance socially? I don't go much and dance socially because my intention is to understand the laws of dancing and become a knowing dancer, not a robot.
Yeah, that can just follow a beat. That's just a higher level. Yeah.
It's the only level. Otherwise, you just becoming you. It's not you. Just take a robot and teach a robot. It's like a programmer. Um, there's a programmer and there's the robot. Okay, so you've got the robot, and the robot can dance, and I'm as a programmer enjoy it because I'm the programmer, but the robot never enjoy it. A person that just play because he learned from listening and whatever without an understanding. I don't mean that someone that learned from listening cannot get to an understanding, yes, but you need to get to an understanding of the music, to the principles of the music, to the laws of the music. And what happened, like in most other things in life, this area has been so corrupted that people listen, for example, to classical music and they think it's disgusting. Yes, it is disgusting because it has been destroyed over the years. But the original pieces are amazing. And like many other areas of life, there are so many fake realities that has been introduced that it got destroyed. And they introduce them. One of the ways is by those sayings, because those sayings prevent a person from looking for himself, from observing and realizing, one second, what does it mean, a mind? What does it mean, a mind? A mind means a series of pictures that I'm relying on. Am I so useless that I need a picture to tell me what to do? A picture or a program is the same thing. Practice makes perfect? No, I make perfect.
Yes.
I use all kind of tools, screwdriver, practice, whatever. But I make perfect. The moment that I'm around, I'm perfect. At the moment of emergency, you do the exact right thing.
Yeah, 100%.
And you demonstrate result that even at the moment of emergency, you demonstrate result that even those characters from the movies cannot do it. You know, you're like, wow, how did I do that?
Superpower, like superhero strength, like crazy stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah, and I like what you said about the thing that you need to first of all understand, because somebody can practice to do something mechanically and robotically. They just learn to do it again and again. But if they don't understand why they're doing it and what they're really going for, then they're not there at the end. They're just checked out and they rely on a habit. And Margaret said, can we talk about the idea that we need to develop good habits, which is just a piggyback off of the same concept here, is that
just another example on that.
Yeah.
Just another example on that. I see a lot of people in the gym that they practice a lot, but they have the wrong form, incorrect form, incorrect. They do lots of things that just not correct, but they practice a lot. And they wonder why they get injuries instead of results.
Right.
They practice. They're there every day. Practice in that case make injuries. Practice in that case makes stupidity.
Yeah. Because they have no idea what they're doing and they don't know where they're going. They just do a mechanical
What's the laws behind it? What's the laws? You have to really define the laws. And the interesting thing is that once you look for the laws, you realize that you create the laws, and so you can change those laws. You don't need to follow them.
Amazing.
It is a gradient scale of you defining. You get to a point where you define the law for now. So virtuos, someone that can really play a guitar or can play an instrument, can change the timing, can change things, can go totally off the law, and it will sound amazing because he creates the laws once he knows the laws.
100%.
Like anything that you fully understand, you control.
Yeah. Amazing.
It's not anything you practice, you control. I've seen lots of people that practice driving for many years. Believe me, they don't control the car.
True.
And it's not only women, it's men too. I know that men say it's only women. Yes, but I see
Yes.
men that are much worse than women. I'm like,
Uh,
oh my God,
yeah.
how is he doing that? He's been practicing it for 70 years. And by the way, the older he gets, the more practice he gets, the worse he gets.
Yeah, exactly.
So if practice
100%.
would make perfect, I would see amazing drivers in Cape Town.
Right. Yeah. 100%. Love it. Okay, so that answers that. That's really good. And I'll just read a few of the comments. I won't go through all, but we're getting a lot. Eva said, "Wow!" Also about the music, it's so true. And Charlene said, "Wow, I love the dancing analogy." And Eva, "Wow, that's a new viewpoint about dancing. I like it." I hear a huge echo up. I can't.
Yeah, I'm.
Okay, no worries. Fine, no problem. And
By the way, anyone else hear echo? Anyone else hear echo? Do you guys
when
hear echo?
when I talk, can you hear an echo,
No,
like
when
a
I talk,
small?
Babale. When I
No,
talk or when
when
you
you
when
talk, it's
anyone.
fine. Only when I
Okay,
talk.
so
Only when I talk.
does anyone hear echo? Anita, you hear echo from me or from Gal? When Gal talk or when I talk? Echo from Gal. When Gal talk. Okay, good. Okay, Baba. Good,
Anyway, no
good
worries.
handle.
That's fine. Not a big deal. Okay,
It's
so
fine.
I've read the main ones. Let's go over one other one that I want to go over. Actually, Anna put it forward. She put two different ones, and we can go through them quick. One of them is money can't buy happiness, but she said for me, money can buy ice cream, and eating ice cream is pure happiness. So I love that. So that's one, and the other one is the harder
You
you
know who
work,
say that money can't buy happiness? People that don't have money.
of course, yeah, 100%. Yes, yes, it's very true. And then the other one is the harder you work, the luckier you get.
Okay. Okay, so which one are we taking? Which one you want, Gali?
Let's do both, but we can hit them quick. So
Which the first one? The first one.
money can't buy
Which one do you want?
happiness.
Money can't buy happiness. Okay, so let's define what happiness is.
Yeah.
Okay, so happiness is the experience that you have or the result of managing to overcome an obstacle. It's the result of fixing something, is overcoming a difficulty. So you have a problem, you solve the problem, you feel, yes, I did it.
Hmm.
You try a piece of music, it worked, you say, yes, I did it. You go to a competition and you get to the first place and you say, yes, I did it. Now you are happy. Okay.
Right.
So happiness, number one, is not an emotion.
Yeah.
Happiness is a process. It is climbing the mountain, is not getting to the top. What brings you the happiness is the fact that you did something, not that
Right.
you are something.
Hmm.
So that's the first thing to understand. Okay.
Yeah.
So,
I
so in
like that
order to
difference.
do,
Very important. Yeah.
yeah. So it's something that you do. It's not something that you have now. The moment that you understand that happiness is something that you do, obviously money can help you do things.
Hmm.
You can buy tools, you can buy games, you can buy game fields, you can buy all kind of things.
Hmm.
So money definitely can buy you the tools that can help you with overcoming things, which will result in happiness. So the
Right.
overcoming of those problems, the fixing of the problems is what's happiness is all about. You go out with a lady and you try and you try and you try and it's working and it's working and it's working and you are happy, you are happy, you are happy, and you get married and you get unhappy because and it sounds like a joke,
Yeah,
but
but
it's
I
really
get it.
because there's nothing to overcome anymore.
Yeah.
Okay, she agreed. There's no
Hmm.
game anymore. There's nothing to overcome. So from now on, there's only downhill. You
Yeah.
need to create the next obstacle. You need to say, okay, we're going to have a child. Okay, that's a big obstacle. We're going to handle a child. We're going to buy a house. We're going to create a vacation. We're going to go for a vacation. when there is some kind of a challenge that you overcome, if you are actually overcoming it, you
Hmm.
will see that you will be happy. And at that point, what will happen is that you will also have money, because prerequisite for success, prerequisite for money, you need happiness.
Hmm.
It is like, you can think about it is as a person that standing, you are in a stadium full with people, and you are about to throw the winning ball into the basket. And if you look at that as, oh, I must not lose, you lose, even if the ball goes in.
Mm.
Yes. But if you
Interesting.
look at that as, okay, I'm going to throw the ball. This is the action is what's important. I'm willing to win and lose with the same level of enthusiasm, but I'm going to throw the ball. And I'm going to have all the fun in the universe during this time. I love those moments. I thrive on those moments. I
Hmm.
live for those moments. Then you will have a happiness because you overcome an obstacle. But if you're worried, will I put it in or not? You'll become tense, you'll become serious, and you will fail.
Yeah. Yeah. Amazing. True. Very, very good. So Rushina said, wouldn't you say that making money makes happiness rather than having it?
So you don't make money, the government make money.
Uh-huh.
So
Yeah.
who makes money? Who print it? I don't know. I mean, if you do, I want to know where is the place. I want to become a partner. But people don't make money.
Yeah.
It's a
Yeah.
lie. People
Right.
don't make money. People
Hmm.
make products and they exchange product, and as a result, they have money. They
Hmm.
maybe get money. They don't make money. The government make money.
Yes. Yes.
Okay,
True.
so
Yeah.
that's another wrong saying. Oh, I need to make money. Good luck.
Yeah.
People that actually have money don't actually, they're not busy making money. They're busy having something amazing. They're creating something amazing, and they're delivering something of value to someone else. And they're quite surprised that people pay them for that, because for them it is like, what do you want to pay me for my knowledge? It's nothing I already know.
Hmm. Yeah.
You
Yes.
understand? Oh, like for
Yeah.
me, it's like, you want to pay to see me singing, but it's so easy. I enjoy it more than you. And you want to pay
Right.
me for that? This is crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, got you. Okay, so money is something that you obviously you don't make, but you have money after you've created things that were exchanged for. So that creation and exchange brings about happiness because the whole point is
So,
if you have money sitting in the bank and you don't do anything, you have so many billionaires and millionaires that are actually miserable. But you also have people that have lots of money and are very happy.
yeah.
So,
If you are happy, is not the money that you have, it's something that you create. It's some kind of an action, something that you do. You can say that a goal is a beingness, a
mhm,
purpose is what you do, and you end up with something which is whatever you end up with. Okay, is the result.
yeah.
You will see that the purpose is the fuel for the spirit. It's what makes the spirit like, okay, I'm there. I'm like, it's the fuel. This is what the spirit like. Okay.
Mhm,
And the purpose is a doingness, is
yeah.
overcoming barriers, is doing something, is helping. It is looking at someone and making him bigger, not smaller. It is all those things that people consider to be good. If you bring more of those, if you do more of those, you will have happiness. But having something, once you have it, it will never make you happy, because things don't bring happiness to you. You put happiness into things.
Mhm, mhm.
things do not bring happiness. How can a dead carb can bring me happiness?
Right, right,
But the fact that I managed to close the deal and actually create what I needed to create, so I actually purchased the car. Now the action of purchasing is good. But once I have it, it's like I have a wife now. I have a car, I have a wife, and I'm not comparing women to things, but it's the same thing. Or I have a
right.
husband. Once you have it, you actually turn your wife into something.
Yeah, I think what the thing is, like, once you let's say you've been saving up, saving up, saving up, saving up, and you got your favorite thing, and then it's not that amazing. And it's the same thing with any relationship. Even forget about husband or wife. You get a girlfriend or a boyfriend, you try to get her, try to get her, try to get her, and once you have her, it's like, unless of course you keep creating on it, of course you have to
Exactly.
put your wife, then the whole relationship there again and again. But so many people, once they have the wife, they sit back and they're like, they stop creating. So the thing
Yeah,
here
you
is
need
the
the next
creation.
challenge.
Yes,
Yeah.
you need the next challenge, which is what we were talking about earlier. So okay,
Yeah.
but swinging back, money can't buy happiness. Yes or no overall, true or false?
False.
False.
Because money can buy the things that will allow you to overcome bigger
Yeah.
barriers.
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
Money is good only for one thing, to buy tools to overcome bigger barriers.
Yeah.
So
And the more
definitely
those,
money can buy you happiness,
of course.
but
And
it
by the
can
way,
also,
I just want to add,
yeah,
just before, money, the thing that it buys you, the tools that it buys you, is actually in the direction of helping more people, which is
yeah,
really what fuels you in, or actually has real value.
yeah.
Yeah.
But the thing is that if you have a tool that can buy you more playing fields, or
Hmm.
can buy you more ways to overcome barriers, who is more happy? A person that can move a mountain by a spoon, or a person that have money to buy a bulldozer to move many mountains?
The one who has the bulldozer.
Exactly. If the value of moving the mountain, if there is some kind of a value in moving the
Right.
mountain,
Yes, of
yes.
course. Yeah. 100%.
So
Expand,
money
expand.
can
Yeah.
money can definitely help you overcome barriers, which will result in happiness. That would be a correct saying. Money can, not necessarily, it can, it depends on you.
Mhm. Mhm.
Help you or assist you in buying tools that will allow you, or that will make overcoming bigger barriers a possibility. And
Mhm.
so by that, bring you a bigger happiness. So the
Yeah.
bigger the barrier, the bigger the happiness. If my barrier is just opening the door, it's okay. It's a barrier, but I'm not so happy about opening the door because I do it every day and I don't consider it a barrier. But if the
Yes.
barrier is the most beautiful girl at school, and I manage, and she says maybe yes, I'm in the moon, and if she says
Yeah.
yes, we're going out, I'm already in the next star. And if she actually kiss me, then I'm in the next planet, in the next galaxy.
Yeah.
That's the size of the barrier.
Mhm. Mhm. I
Talking
love
to
it.
me is a small barrier. Going out with me, it's a bigger barrier. Kissing me, and then she'll destroy the whole thing and ask to marry me.
Well, if she asked to marry you, then you did a lot of things right.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, so that's good. Okay, great. So there's a few other sayings I see coming through, and we wanted to talk about the other one that Anna wrote, but we might need to continue that one on the next one because time is running low, and I want to quickly touch upon the Iron Dome that we started. We did part one. It was unbelievable for anyone who was
Yeah, I
on. They'll
heard.
tell you.
I
Yes, it was
wasn't part
amazing.
of it, and I saw part of it, and then I had to go to a meeting
Yeah,
uh, with a friend in Israel. But it was amazing, amazing, amazing. The part that I saw, and I heard people told me that it was amazing.
yeah, it really
Yeah,
was. And I would love for more people to join. I think that it will for sure help them. I know it will. So the question is, in a minute, the last minute we have, what would you tell them?
Well, the Iron Dome give you tools that actually put you at a position where you are so certain that whatever you will do will come from you and not from your past.
Hmm.
So it's really get you to a position where you can be you. And
Yeah.
that's something that people try for eons. And if you can learn even part of that viewpoint, never mind even succeeding to be totally you, but even if you can just get the idea that it's possible and fully understand the mechanism, it is more than anything. I would pay anything for it.
Yeah, absolutely. I love the way you explain these things and summarize them. I love giving it to you to talk about. Yeah.
Mwah.
Margaret,
Love you,
mwah,
Babale.
love you. Margaret said Iron Dome was amazing. You should join us. Absolutely. Yeah, it really was great. So if you are interested, if you're even hearing this just as an audio on the podcast, by the way, all of these become a podcast for anyone that's listening. It's on our website, so you can listen to every live stream as a podcast. So if you're listening to this as a podcast, it's gprosperity.com/Iron Dome. Otherwise, it's on the screen. So please join us. You'll love it. All right. Today was great. And
Thank
thank you
you.
so much, Abba. Thank you for everyone that was on. Thank you for all the comments. I'll look through
Thank
and
you.
pick some of
Yes.
them for the next popular sayings that we do.
Okay.
It was
Thank you,
really good.
Babale. Thank you,
All right.
everyone. And we'll
Thank
see you
you.
next week
Oh,
with
maybe
more.
not next week. I'm going to be traveling. We might skip or do Wednesday. So we'll figure it
Okay.
out.
We can do Wednesday. Yes, we can do Wednesday. I have something at midnight. I have the wealth formula at midnight, but we
Okay,
can
we'll
do
talk.
maybe a short one, like half an hour.
Yeah, we can do that. Or, yeah, we'll figure it out. We'll make a plan.
We'll figure it out. Okay. Thank
Okay.
you. Mwah. Love
Love
you,
you.
Gali.
Mwah. Thank you, everyone.
Love you.
Thanks.
Bye-bye.
Bye
Bye.
bye.